The Noble 14. I came across this story randomly while just reading about Halo and lore on the internet and thought that it absolutely deserved a video because it appears from my searching that there is no video discussing the events of the Noble 14 and what they managed to accomplish in 2010. But before we get into that story, it's important to realize how important Halo 2 was to gaming both at the time and now. Because of Halo 2, the gaming industry was changed forever, and that, my friends, is not a hyperbole. The original Xbox was released in November 2001, with Xbox Live coming a year later in November 2002. Halo 2 was then released for the Xbox on November 9th, 2004, 2 years after the introduction of Xbox Live. On release, Halo 2 was the most popular game on Live, holding that spot until the release of Gears of War 2 years later. By 2006, more than 500 million games of Halo 2 had been played and more than 710 million hours had been spent playing it on Xbox Live. By May 2007, the number of unique players had risen over to 5 million. Halo 2 is the best-selling first-generation Xbox game with over 8 million copies sold. The game received critical acclaim, with most publications praising the multiplayer. Numerous companies and key gaming figures have listed Halo 2's pioneering matchmaking technology as one of the turning points in the gaming industry, and Popular Mechanics listed Halo 2 as one of the top 15 events of the decade, crediting the game with bringing online multiplayer to the console masses, which was previously really only a widespread thing in the PC community. The original Xbox was discontinued in 2006, and within the coming years, the support for the OG Xbox, as well as Live 1.0, would be coming to a close. Microsoft alerted the player base and fans that on April 15th, 2010, the service will end online support for all original Xbox games. Disc-based Xbox games optimized for the Xbox 360, such as Halo 2, will also lose their online modes. The Noble 14 story takes shape in that same April, 6 years after the release of Halo 2, and what is the final days of support from Microsoft. Players from all over the globe logged on to play a few final games and relive some of the emotions and memories that the game had brought them. But midnight comes, and to the surprise and delight of the players, Microsoft nor Bungie had forced them off of the server, only stopping new players from joining in. Eventually, the hundreds of players logged off, lost connection, or had their Xbox overheat and die, and we were left with a very, very dedicated few. Their names were D10, C for Sword, Sherlock 1, H2O Shogi, Zombie Stench, Rob 2D, Hired Noobs, Booker D, A Foreign Object, Dirty Cajun, Mac Daddy, Lord Odysseus, Agent Windex, and Apache. The Noble 14. After their story began to circulate and they gained more and more attention, Microsoft issued this statement in regards to the players. A small band of a committed few engaged in a battle against insurmountable odds. It's not Noble Team from Halo Reach. It's the final, passionate few who are still playing Halo 2. We wish them the best in their battle against time. Multiple gaming websites and other major news outlets picked up on the story. These players were becoming legends, fighting a battle that would certainly end in their defeat. 14 players turned to 13, to 12, to 11, and so on. Games were streamed, forums were updated, and time continued to march forward towards Halo 2's final seconds. Finally, there were two left, Agent Windex and Apache. Windex was booted from the game and left Apache in the forums with the message, "I just got kicked off, guys. Good job, Apache. You're the last one." Shortly before 11 p.m. Pacific time, on May 10th, 2010, the final member, Apache, left Halo 2. He says that he was booted from the game, and this is the end. Multiplayer on Halo 2 and the original Xbox Live. GamesRadar was able to interview a few of the players, and this one question and their answers stuck out to me. GamesRadar asked, "Why did you decide to hold out for as long as you did?" Booker D responded, I loved Halo 2. It was the game that got me on Xbox Live. I just wanted to play until I could not. Agent Windex said, for the memories, for the love of the game, and just because Halo 2 is so much fun. May 11th was truly the end of an era, and it deserves its place in the gaming history books. I have wondered what it must have felt like, being the last person on not just Halo 2, but the original Xbox Live. Did he just stare at his screen, reliving memories? What could those final moments have felt like? And finally, the last server went to sleep, and a defining piece of gaming history had finally been put to rest. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link in the description down below to the Bungie forum post that will help you find all the interviews done by publications on the subject, although most of the links are now dead due to the publications taking them down. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.